Okay, I've seen enough, and I do not believe that this technology works the way that it's shown in this video.
What are you talking about? This technology is widely integrated. Pretty much everywhere you go in China, you see robots everywhere.
Yeah, the technology maybe looks good on screen, but seeing this in practice, I've got a robot vacuum at home. It can't even find its way out of my living room into the kitchen.
You just don't understand the technology. If you actually watch the video, there's all kinds of different ways that AI is directing these different robots through the restaurant. So you don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Well, I think there's really only one way that we can settle this, which is we have to actually go to this place and see it for ourselves.
Fine, let's go. What's up, guys? How's it going? This is Jim from Greater China Tech, and today I want to talk about robots. So I've always been a massive fan of robots. Ever since I was a kid, I always drew robots in my little notebooks, and I was captivated by films such as WALL-E and Terminator that displayed all these different depictions of how robots could work in the real world. And this passion for robotics and robots has extended now even to my adulthood. So recently I got invited by CGTN to appear on one of their programs where I actually dressed up as a robot and advocated on behalf of robots and artificial intelligence on the show. But robots don't always work the way that they're intended to. And one of the major issues with robots is that they're created by humans. So if there's certain design flaws or issues in terms of engineering, those can manifest into horrible issues when it comes to the actual performance of these robots in the real world. But as we said, I'm a massive fan of these kinds of robots, and I'm fascinated by this idea that I could actually potentially meet a robot in real life. So you can imagine how excited I was when I heard that here in Shanghai, there's something called a 机器人餐厅, a robot restaurant, where you can actually go and see real robots in the real world and actually have them deliver food to your table. What could be more exciting than this? So let's go check it out. Hey guys, we've just arrived at the location, which is where the restaurant is, and as you can see in the background, it says Hema Xiansheng, which means fresh hippo in English. And this is a location where we're going to go downstairs and actually see the robot restaurant. But before we see the restaurant, I want to talk a little bit about the company Hema. So Hema is part of the whole Alibaba ecosystem, and Hema is unique because they have a delivery app on your phone which you can use to order a variety of different grocery products that are delivered from these centers directly to your house. So let's go in and take a look and see first what the grocery store looks like, and then also visit the robot restaurant. Off we go. So one of the coolest parts about this whole Hema ecosystem is they've integrated this app into the shopping experience so you can get even more information about the products in the store when you're browsing. So as you can see here, if I scan using this app on my phone, this barcode, I'm suddenly able to get more integrated information about the product. Not only that, I can put this product in my shopping cart and get it delivered directly to my house. So above me you can see this conveyor belt that actually carries grocery bags from one side of the store to another. And the unique part about the way this whole Hema ecosystem works is it's actually 30 minutes from the point at which you make an order on your mobile device until that same order can actually reach the door of your house, delivered by a delivery man who's usually riding an electric scooter. It's truly amazing. So we're in the fish market section of the restaurant, and you can see there's these 3 different instructions about what you're supposed to do when it comes to getting fish. First being that you pick the place where you're gonna sit, which is in the restaurant itself. Second, which is about getting seated in the place and scanning a code where you actually order a particular dish. And third, once you have selected the dish, the sort of style of preparation, and the actual seafood that's going to be in that dish, those 2 things come together, and the food is taken from this area, which is the fish market, through that conveyor belt, through those robot arms, and then brought into the kitchen where it's prepared for you and brought to your table. So we're here currently at the restaurant, and I'm pretty excited. I'm interested to see, like, when we're getting seated or walking in, is it going to be robots that actually take us to where we're sitting, and how the whole ordering process actually works, because again, they've played up this whole idea of the robot restaurant, but I'm just totally curious to see if there's going to be robot waiters, robot delivery people, robot chefs. So let's go see how this actually works in real life.
对，我们要吃饭. So here at the restaurant, the first step is that I need to actually show my code, which is part of the Hema app. And this is the way that they're going to place me at a particular table. So first we scan this. 这是我的具体的位置是吧？
对，在这边。
好，它怎么对上我的桌子和这个位置？
是你这个手机绑的桌，买的鱼的付的钱对吧？
啊。
付的钱它，刚刚一绑桌子，所有的菜都进去了。
OK， 对，我可以问一个问题吗？
可以。
那个我听说这是机器人餐厅，然后我冒昧问你是机器人吗？
他是送菜这种机器人。
送餐是机器人，但服务员不是机器人。
对，没有那个机器人。
好。So this is ostensibly an order system where you can use this integrated screen and click in and add different items to your order. But as you can see, if you actually try to click in any of these menus, it doesn't work. And it seems the reason for this is because of some sort of network issue. Despite all the infrastructure that's been put in to put these different displays in the restaurant, they're not actually functional. However, the nice part is that because Hema has this integrated app, there's actually a way that you can place orders from your table, and you can use their app to do so. So what I can do with this QR code system is I can scan. And it's pretty cool because it actually already realizes that we've picked out a couple different items from the fish market. And then I can click 我要加菜, which means I want to add to my order. And I can actually see a complete list of all the different things that are available and place my order. So we're going to use this to place our orders here at the restaurant now. So we're going to get a hot pot. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this hot pot is actually delivered over to our table. So in the restaurant, you'll see that you have these long trackways, and these trackways feed all the way back to the central kitchen. And it's interesting because each individual place where people are eating corresponds to a particular QR code. So we've actually brought in our own doll and placed it on top of the track. And what we're going to do is see whether these delivery robots can determine if there's an obstruction and stop before they make contact with whatever is in the way. Hope you make it, buddy. We're gonna see if he's able to actually avoid getting hit from the delivery robots today, so it's gonna be an interesting test. So this is the moment of truth, man versus machine, where we're gonna actually see if the robot can determine an obstacle in the way and whether or not it should knock it over. And it is going. Oh, it stopped. It stopped. It's not gonna get it. Oh, and is it going? It's going away. No. Wow. So this is going this way. So this is delivering the hot pot burner to our table. So this is part of the hot pot order. All right, so we've got our hot pot burner here. It's pretty cool. Now it's back. All right, 菜来了. That means our food has arrived. This is very exciting. So thank you, Mr. Robot. Thank you so much for your help. We really appreciate it. All right, bye now. Bye. So as we can see from today's experience, the robots actually perform quite well. We're still getting a few more dishes that are showing up at the table. But basically, it's interesting that today, the human aspect of this entire service, the people who are working in the kitchen, are working in concert with the machines. The current reality is, even if you want to have a very high-level futuristic experience, you're still going to need humans to actually bring the full experience together. But for now, we're going to tuck into this delicious meal prepared by humans, delivered by robots, and check in with you guys once we're done. All right, guys, so we're back from the robot restaurant here in the studio, and I just want to summarize a couple key conclusions from the experience today. So there's two key limitations we noticed about robotics, at least at this restaurant, and they come to two key areas, which are about computer vision and human dexterity. So as far as computer vision, again, this is just about determining the objects that are in a certain area, which is again a key problem for robotics,
but also for autonomous driving. And when it comes to dexterity, this is about preparation of food. So despite the fact that this place is billed as a robot restaurant, a lot of these really difficult manual tasks that require a high degree of dexterity are still performed by humans, pointing to the fact that right now, robots aren't up to the task. So as usual, guys, thank you for watching this episode of Greater China Tech. If there are other innovative companies you guys can point us to in the robotics or automation space, please let us know in the comments below, and we'd love to check them out. Thanks, guys, and see you next time.